Hi there, I'm Ryan and welcome to PGA Life 365 and another episode of The Development Curve. If you're new to our YouTube channel, welcome along. Why don't you hit that subscribe button at the bottom, and that way you can get access to not just my new stuff, but Adam's Project Win and Simon's Project Left. And if you like this video or any of the others, why don't you hit that like button and share them about. Okay, today I am at Bury St Edmunds Golf Club and we're going in here to the teaching bay where Simon is going to give me a little lesson on my driver. I've really struggled with the driver ever since I've had one, and it's now with the new grip, it's time to work out what's happening with my club path and my strike. At the moment, I'm slicing all of them outright. So for a right-handed golfer, I'm sure many of you will see the same thing in your game. It's all to do with the direction of the club head and how we're going to use this driver. Okay, here we are in the teaching bay. Si is getting ready. Sort of. He's going to set up GC2. So I'm just going to hit a few 7-irons, get loosened up, and then we'll get the driver out and see what's happening.
Okay, so positives, first of all, club speed is good, so averaging around 115 miles an hour. Angle of attack is up, and that was one of the things that we didn't have before, was you're always hitting down, but with driver we want to maximise efficiency, so we need to get that up. Club path is good, slightly in to out, so within 3 degrees of straight, but always in to out, so slightly to the right. The issue is the next 2 columns, because you're averaging 6.4 degrees to the right with your face of a 3 degrees path. So you're almost 10% going to the right, which means the ball's going to start to the right and then curve further to the right, which is what you see in your flight.
Which is why we're getting the slices.
It's push slice, so it's starting right, curving right, finishing way right, up to 90 yards to the right of target. The other issue for me is the club lie. So we've taken this picture, and that shows that at setup, that toe dot, the middle of the 3, sits higher than the heel dot. But when you're presenting the club, you're presenting almost 1.2 toe down. So if we just use the dot, if I just move that club straight down, you can see that bolt is pointing not straight anymore. If I do it this way, you can see that moves off to the right. If you do that and leave the face open and swing to the right, it's just all pointing right, isn't it? So for me, it's a case of let's discuss the lie angle and in turn a conversation about making sure the club is less open at impact, and then hopefully we'll straighten that ball up, because the actual swing, the actual club path is pretty good, but it just needs to have a left to match the right, basically, where you can't have right in all those columns. No. You just won't win, especially when you're hitting the ball a distance. It's going to be way offline.
With these two, we need to make a 0 basically. So or as close to 0, is that what we're saying?
No. So if this is right, so if that's a positive number, we need a negative number in that column to match, because negative means left.
So here, if we had this 2.8 here, then this would need to be a negative 2.8.
It needs to be negative to some degree to make sure that it doesn't keep going further right. You need to have some left to equal out
to the right.
Roughly half, with all else being similar, roughly half. So if that was 3, we'd want that 1.5, roughly. But you're working within parameters. We're not trying to hit that red flag every time. We're trying to hit a space with driver, aren't we?
Yeah.
But for you at the moment, you can't hit that space because you can't aim far enough left to allow for this, because if you suddenly produce a 0 in that column, it's gone so far left that you're in trouble anyway.
And that is a problem with lots of amateur golfers out there who've got this problem I have. So they're setting up left to compensate for their slice, and then every now and again you're going to catch one nicely, and then you're going to bang it left in the trees, and you're
in as much trouble that way, aren't you? So, good. Right, let's have a play with lie and face the path.
Yep.
Come back and see if we can make it any better. Okay, now, you're not moving any closer to the ball other than maybe some weight transfer onto your toes.
Probably, yeah.
But if I do keep hold of the club, keep hold of the club, keep hold of the club, keep hold of the club there, that's roughly where you're delivering the club. Yeah.
How?
I know. So let's just hit 3 shots.
Yeah.
So what you need to feel, get yourself set up, is you need to feel when you hit this next one that you're going to be much more that way.
Yeah.
Literally just let that happen. And I don't care if you top a few.
Yeah.
Let's get to 20 degrees, so same swing, but club face 20 degrees left, so you can feel what the difference is. I don't care how far left it goes, it needs to feel different.
Okay, I've hit a few more shots and we've had a look at the data. And what I found is I'm trying to get the speed of my club head to try and hit it further with my arms. And the problem is I'm then leaving my hands open and then just pushing it right. And the speed of the club is connected all the way through. So down my arms, through my wrists, all the way down to the club head. Try to slow the process down, and then as I'm getting the feel of cracking those wrists and really whipping through the ball to try and build the arm speed back in so that I can start hitting some decent drives. From here to here, the thing that moves the most in this is my fingertips.
Yeah.
And that bit is travelling faster than this bit. So this is an extension of...
That end bit has to be travelling the fastest.
Further, and now I'm hitting them left, which is not a bad thing at the moment. It just means that I've managed to work my club head so it's now more closed, so I'm hitting it left. That's fine. It means we can now fine-tune that into a straighter drive, and then it also allows me to start eventually tune the draws and the fades as they come along. We'll work on the straight for now. So I'm going to we'll take the stop saying open the curtains, and I'm going to hit out into the range and put some pressure on, because hitting into the curtain, just like when I said when we were hitting a driving range, you need a target, you need something to work for. It's pointless just banging it out there and saying, well, let's just land it on there. So I'm going to have a small target. I don't know if we can see the 150 and the big gap in the trees in the distance, and we're going to go and try and hit some straight drives.
Let's do it.
Stop saying So that was my session with Simon, and there's no better place to put it in practice than here at the Golf National. So it's actually Sunday, and I've been editing the video as we've been here, and I finally realised that I hadn't filmed an ending. But it's been going well. I've been so much time on the range trying to get that practice in, trying to hit that driver straight, get those hands through, close that face. It's feeling good on the range. It's still not perfect, but it is a work in progress, and I think that's something that all of amateurs need to remember, that it's a work in progress. It's not going to get fixed overnight. You're not going to be able to just have a lesson and all of a sudden your game's fixed. The pros work at it every day, and so should we. We try and work at it as much as we can. I've been really lucky to have this trip that Simon and Adam have organised. We've had unlimited range balls, we've had so much practice, we've played some great golf and some magical golf courses. So just about to grab my bag, we're loading up the buggies as we're just about to head out for our final round on the Albatross course. So thanks for watching the Development Curve and the PGA Live 365. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button at the bottom, hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you down here on PGA Live 365 again very soon. Bye bye.